Hello and welcome. I'm Samriddhi, your Cosmic Soul Whisperer. And today we're doing a Cosmic Akashic journey, our group monthly meditation on the cosmic womb, sitting in the womb of the cosmic mother. And this is the meditation for July 2026. And as we journey together, this is an eternity of time. So you can come back anytime to this journey and it'll still be perfect for you where you are, because we channel this and we journey through this in the realm that is free of time and space. So let's begin straight away. I just want to introduce what this theme is. This theme has been very strongly guided by my recent pilgrimage to Kamakhya Devi temple, which is the most sacred, I would say one of the most, there are so many in the world, right? It is one of the most sacred Kali energy. It is the divine mother goddess energy temple in the world. And in this site, there is a special significance, because this is not praying to a whole idol or the full goddess. This is literally about coming and sitting in the womb of the mother, and through a beautiful story that is shared around how Shiv and Sati were a couple, and Sati did not get invited into a major fire ceremony that was created by her king father. She decided to go uninvited, while her husband Shiva decided not to go because he was not invited, and he recommended, but he let her do whatever she wants to do, so he respected her decision. So when she went there and she asked why she and her husband were not invited, certain humiliating and insulting things were shared that made her feel humiliated and insulted, and so she in her rage, in her pain, she decided to give herself to the fire. So she walked into the fire, and Shiva immediately got to know this, because he was in his transcendental meditative state, and he got to know something was happening. So he went to save his wife, and by the time he tried to rescue her out of the fire, she had already transitioned. But he carried her, and he did this massive dance of destruction, which is known as Tandav. So in his grief, he kept dancing, and this body kept disintegrating, and different parts of the body fell in different places, creating energy points and energy centers in different parts of the planet, generally the Indian subcontinent. And there are 52 such places, which also relates to 52 power centers, each activating a different out-of-body energy chakra. And these parts are extremely activating for men and women. So we are specifically going into this temple where that was created in the spot that is believed to have the womb of the cosmic mother. Her womb fell there, her yoni fell there, and they created a temple around it. Now, the significance of when I went to this temple, when I got a chance to go there the very first and the second time the same day, this was just before Ambuvachi, which is 3 days that are believed to be the menstruation, the periods of the goddess, the 3 days in the year when, the temple is closed, but people can come in and sit in the temple campus and meditate. So this is actually a super overcrowded place during that time when tantrics, yogis, spiritual seekers come in to sit and simply meditate and absorb the energies that are emanating from that land. And I got a chance to visit this temple 2 days prior to that, when the temple was still open and the mother was still seeing devotees at that time. Or, we were still welcome in the womb of the mother, but it's almost impossible to get through inside the temple at that time. Through the miracle and blessings of the goddess, I got to be inside the very private part of the temple, which is not open to public in general. And during that experience, I witnessed the yoni, and the yoni is kind of like a stone thing. And around that, there is a natural stream that flows throughout the year. We don't know where it comes from. And it is believed that during the 3 days that were going to ensue, that water becomes red, and then it comes back to white, and it's that blessing of the mother. So this whole experience today is going into the cosmic Akash and looking at this experience of being in the womb of the cosmic mother from the 6th dimension and beyond. So this was my 3rd and 4th dimensional experience, going physically into that space. And we are going into the 6th dimension and beyond through the cosmic Akashic records from our collective, so that we can see what else comes through and how we can make the most of it for our individual journeys, as well as for the collective of whatever we're going through in the planet. All right, so as we begin this journey, allow yourself to simply close your eyes, headphones on if possible. Otherwise, try to get a private space where you can allow yourself to be, simply be. As you continue to be, start to connect with my voice and with your breath. Connecting with your breath. There is a very sacred connection between the breath and the creation center, your sacral chakra. That is actually a seat for physical creation and cosmic creation. Within this physical seat of present and physical creation and cosmic creation, there is a lot of chaos. There's a lot of different kinds of sounds, memories, energies, and any interaction that reaches the emotional body, the information gets stored in the sacral space. That's why it is also the center of our emotional body. It is the headquarters of our emotional space as a living divine being. Within this chaotic and beautiful space, many sounds pass through, many temperatures pass through, many experiences pass through, many visions and many different people pass through. These are not just physically intimate connections. They are any connections that have had emotional significance in your soul's journey, whether this lifetime or any lifetime in the multi-dimensional aspect of you. So as we tune into this aspect, today is an incredibly grounding journey. As soon as we step into this space where each one of us is surrounded by a beautiful column of white light, keeping us in the column as well as this almost like an egg shape, allowing us to be safely sitting in this cosmic spiritual room, if you will, within which every emotion, every process can be processed safely without receiving anything that is not yours, and without discharging anything in the collective field that is not yours in an unsafe way. As each of us are in our containers, this is now all anchored to your higher self and the divine in the multidimensional higher realms. And from there, we connect in the collective from the 6th dimension and beyond. So only the highest vibrations of love and light are in this space. And all other energies must leave now. There are many energetic interferences that come out and float around, but they don't affect you in this moment. And these energetic interferences are also taken care of by the Cosmic Mother as we journey. Now we begin to get a beautiful cleansing, clearing of these spaces, these energetic interferences that may not be aligned, putting them to rest and returning them back to the earth. This is a very grounding energy, and the Cosmic Earth Mother is saying that grounding is not the opposite of cosmic or heavenly, because Earth is a part of heavens. Earth is a part of the celestial kingdom as one being in the massive celestial kingdom. And so there was never a separation, and there never is. Feeling this union of cosmic and earthly connection, that grounding and upgraded connection, nurturing and expanding connection. We are now journeying within the records. I invite all the masters, teachers, guides, and loved ones that are coming here and would like to come here to support our journey individually and collectively. So I'm seeing each person that is within this realm, that is within this circle, is accompanied by their soul guide. And this time a feminine guide is coming through. As the feminine guide is coming through, she is the aspect of your cosmic motherly direction. There's also the balance coming in with the fatherly aspect. And now your soul guides, one particular guide is here for each one in this circle. All the ones who are tuning in this moment for your time now. This guide is here to assist you with this particular phase of your life. A certain theme emerges in your mind. That in-between state, the liminal state, that part of you that has left behind something and is yet to fill that space with the next thing. But between these two, there is anticipation and needing for clarity of what that next thing is. This is where this guide usually arrives. And this guide is also supported with the Cosmic Mother. There are so many ancient goddesses that we are being surrounded by, so many forms of the goddess. Within this, we are channeling and stepping in. We are being aligned with the form of Sati, goddess Sati, the divine counterpart of Shiva, the divine masculine. So this divine feminine aspect in her physical and transcendental state steps in. Within this space, she is telling us a story, the story of who she is in her expansions. And that is not separate from who you are in your expansions. First, she starts with some songs and codes. Alana Saya Shaya Yala Nasika Sharasu Nutukura Shi Anasalasha Asaharasha. She understands the multiple layers of emotions that run within you, the multiple layers of thoughts that run within you, and the multiple layers of desires that run within you. And she wants to cull through it all to assist you with finding what is your sacred desire. Yalana shukura sinatuko shunusurusha asalashunuko. Alanashuna sarashanaka, tuning into that desire, Yalanasha, that you're even too afraid to ask. Yanashulunushunu. Maybe you have asked it many times before and were not happy with what you got, or it was so delayed, or maybe the answer was no before. Yanashurunusukuranasha asalanasha. And she says, if it still exists, it is that divine, sacred desire that is an aspect of the divine that is aligning you with your highest timeline. Ya Sharana Surushukuna Shurunu Solushunako Saisha. Yana Salashi Ana Sarashana Sarasha. So many aspects of pain, grief, and past happy memories that are now bittersweet are starting to release from the heart space. Ya Nashu Asira Nashala Nashuku Sarasha. Lower parts of your lungs. Ya Nashu Asiya Nashaka Salanashuku Sarasha Asarasha. La Nashu E Nasara Nashuku Sunushui La Nashakasara. And every chamber of your heart. Yashurunusula Nashuku Sarasha, your multidimensional heart. Yanashuruku Sarasha, not your four-chambered heart, your circular heart. Yana Shirpunu Surukusha, that gets wrapped and wrapped and wrapped and wrapped and wrapped, and then it becomes what we know as the physical heart, within which there are so many chambers and so many directions in which energy flows. Yana Shuranasa, and some of those forms are physical, and many other forms are the literal cosmic channeling of the divine great aspect of who you are, the great I am, the great we am. Yana shuru sunushuku sala ashi a sarasha a yala nashana saka. And as that aspect comes and connects even more deeply, that narrow band starts to expand and becomes a broad band within your heart. You may even feel like a physical shifting and making of space within your heart now for more light to come in. Ya nashu surunusha ala nasha asa nashuku surushu, for grief and pain and nostalgia and letting go are shades also. Ya nashuku salashanaka. And when we dwell in those, the other shades don't seem eminent. Yalanashuku, but they are. Yanasarushu e salashi anasa. So now more shades, more colors, more activations, more expansions are coming in. And these are simply aspects of you that you could not see before that are starting to be revealed. Maybe some parts of you came to you when you were 7 years old. Maybe some parts of you came to you when you were in another lifetime. Yana shuruku salanasha asiyasha, or at least the way you see it from another reality of you. Yanashuku lanasha asara, for all lifetimes are occurring at the same time. Yanashuku nasala ahiyanasha, and many parallel realities of you that have made different choices in this lifetime. Yanashunukusa, what if that happened? What if this happened? Yalanashuku, the blessings of each of those timelines created a split in the heart, just as the different aspects of your heart split so that they can circulate the energy, physical and cosmic. So from the iota, the split that occurs into different substreams so that the blood can flow and be purified. Yana shuku sarashanasa. This is the purification so that can combine what is physical and cosmic into nutrition that is physical and cosmic within you. The raw physical and cosmic being processed and transmitted into the physical, cosmic, and physical and cosmic. Yalana shuru surushiana sarashu alanasha. And from the heart, the connection with the sacral space. Yana shuru lunushukusa. So for women, it is the womb space, and for men, it is the gonadic vibration. Yalana shuru sunushuku saranashi asiya sharasala. It is your creation center. From that creation center is the heart of your emotions. So we go into this energy center. Energetically, the color red emerges. Yana shuru sulunushuku saranashi anasarasha alanasha asarasha a. Yana shukula nasha aisiana sharasa. So we are being taken into this dense forest now. Yana shulasi arashukurunashu. This is an enchanted forest, if you will. Within this enchanted forest are beautiful trees. These trees are great wisdom keepers that connect with your soul, that are integrated fully with your nervous system. This expansion within that forest is an aspect of your own soul that is emanating itself in this landscape. So these trees are a connection with your own nervous system. Yala nashurusu shiara salashi asa. Transitions taking place, transition and transportation of information from one zone to another. Ya ashiana sala shunuku shara. Some thoughts that make noise and some thoughts that silently transition. Yana shurunu sukula asha. Sometimes the whispering thoughts are more important than the thoughts that are very loud. And when we learn and we allow the priorities to be set by the cosmic mother within this enchanted forest, Yana Sarashanukula Shiana Saka. The right decisions are made even at the wrong times or the difficult times. Yana Shuru Suluku, that start to change gears, change the steering wheel, change the direction of where you felt your life was heading to where you desire your life to head. Yana Shuru Sunushuku Sara, and the aspects that are beyond your desire and in alignment with the divine will. Yana Shuku Sarasha. For many aspects of you may feel at the moment that you don't know where your desire is, and that is perfectly okay. In fact, that is sacred. The not knowing. Yalana Shuru Sunushuku Sai and Shuru Sukulana Shaka. Yashana Sarasha Alana Sha Asiarasha. Interestingly, this number 52 is also connected with the with the cards that are in the tarot deck. Yalana Shuku. I don't know if they are 52 or 54, but there's a relationship between these, the energetic attunements of each of these energy centers and the activations. Ya alana shu usurushuna sarashu kula nasha siasha. Now we move into this space, and within this forest, we stand under this tree. Under this tree, when we stand, you look up and you see there are, they're showing something, and so I'm just going to continue with it. So allow your imagination to show you what feels palpable. I'm seeing many heads, Yanashuru, and these heads are the thoughts or the aspects or the impressions of the mind that have created desires that are misaligned. Now, many of these heads are hanging from the tree. This is quite a dramatic scene, and within that, under that tree, you stand. In a way, you may feel that many of these heads are the aspects of yourself that have become a part of the past. Now, in Hindi and Sanskrit, the word past is bhoot, which also is the same as ghost. So there is the equation between the past and what is ghost, or what you know in your texting language as ghosted. That is a shadow, but it's fading away. That could have been there, but is not there. That aspect that is gone, that no longer stays. Now, these aspects, or the bhoot version, the ghost version, or the ghosted version of thoughts that are still sitting in this nervous system that looks as a tree, that's emanated as a tree in your enchanted forest, allow yourself to stand there simply and be refilled by the Cosmic Mother. So as we call the Cosmic Mother, she comes in her fully integrated form, and she blesses through her womb, inviting you to come and sit inside the womb again, become the blissful baby again that doesn't need to care about where the mother goes, where she walks, what she eats, what she does. There is divine surrender and trust that the mother already knows that you are here. She already cares and does everything in her power to protect, love, and nurture you. This is a kind of trust that emerges even before distrust appears, or distrust is even a thing. Even before that distortion of mistrust occurs, this trust stays. This is that part of you. There is a deep invitation to that part of you that doesn't even know what mistrust is, that only knows to trust, because you are here. You are life. And as you come and gently sit inside the womb, like walking inside a cave and sitting inside and resting on the walls and feeling the calm love, Lana Shuru Sukusha, the right temperature for you. If you are feeling cold, it's the exact warmth that makes you feel held. And if you're warm, it is the exact temperature that makes you feel calm and cold, as cold as it feels right. Yet it is a little bit biased towards warmth, because life is biased towards creation and mother is biased towards warmth. There may be some parts of your physical body at this time that may start to feel heated up. Simply allow, because there's so many energetic codes that are allowing natural healing to take place. So, for example, if your right wrist is hurting and starting to feel warm, know that the Cosmic Mother is now healing and sending nutrients within the womb so that it can heal Nasharasara and return to its original highest plan of health. Within this space, as you sit in the womb, beautiful one, you're not just a physical being, but you are the being in all your consciousness, in your multidimensionality. Every aspect of your multidimensionality can sit in this womb. Every expanded thought and its branches of all possibilities can sit within this womb. This womb can hold everything. And it does hold everything. Your world and the world of everything that is connected through your experience and your specific perspective in this cosmos. Yala shuru surushuna sala itara ya alana shurasi asharana shukurutuku. Physical healing is occurring now, and you may feel this as a flow of red energy passing through your entire body, scanning, refilling, and healing. Yana Shukura Siana Sha'a Sarasha'a. Within this womb space, she now tells us her story, the story of her origin. So she's taking us to a time of eternal nothingness, where within the nothingness, something existed. The thought existed that something should be. And within this nothingness, this great being had the sacred desire to be something that can be experienced, not just something that is within the flux of the amniotic fluid of the cosmos, within the placenta of the cosmos, which is a portal from the divine will that separates physical from non-physical from physical. So that one interdimensional portal that translates the non-physical into physical is that aspect of you from which many things have been created. So that aspect of you that is that interdimensional portal, allow yourself to anchor within that. We are coming to the edge of creation itself. We are coming to the edge of that interdimensional portal so that you may now, in this physical body, experience who you are in all your forms in the infinity of creation, while still staying in the physical form. So as you're fully grounded and still sitting and can feel the walls of sitting inside the womb of the Cosmic Mother, we are now stepping into this realm of this interdimensionality, as you are able to see and energetically travel through the placenta. Something very beautiful that the Cosmic Mother shares with us that is still true in the physical body as it is in every aspect of the cosmos. When the mother gives birth to the child also gifts its nutrients to the mother. So the very specific DNA signatures that are you, physical and cosmic DNA, also get passed through this wall, going in the interdimensionality to give its signature, so that there is something of you in your mother that lives forever. And therefore, when the mother, the divine mother walks, a part of you is walking with her. This is also true for your physical mother in this lifetime. And that's why there is a connection that is beyond words, that aspect of pure love, which is beyond biological. And sometimes remembering this aspect of pure love can also assist in healing any aspect that needs healing for you and your mother, physical mother in this lifetime. And through this, now we expand that to your soul level and the connection with your cosmic mother. As a part of you lives in the cosmic mother, she is inviting us to travel within this cosmos to see what else is there to show within her. So she says this is an ancient story. Before anything was created, before planets were created, stars were created, or even before galaxies and multiverses and universes were created, and even beyond that, even before black holes were created, there was a space, an ocean of nothingness. Within that ocean of nothingness lay all potential of all things, all aspects that could be things. These were in potential form, and so the name vibration to these potential forms was sacred desires. Every desire that was possible to be had were all the nutrition that was needed for this nothingness to be. Then the sacred desires multiplied so many times that it became a unit of its own. And so an interdimensional portal was created, and a new dimension was created, so that from this aspect of nothingness, this portal can translate into somethingness. This is the space where you may be, beautiful one. From this interdimensional portal of nothingness, you may be in the transition into somethingness. And that's why this journey feels very liminal. From liminal, it becomes subliminal to becoming tangible. So you are not on one side or the other, you're right in the middle. Through many journeys and transmissions of the past, you may have encountered the word of balance, being in between the swinging of the pendulum. And now you have achieved that. And that's why from here we transition into the next aspect, which is tangible aspects of your sacred desires. And within this story, in multiple dimensions, splits occurred, and all creation was formed and split and distorted. And distortion is not a bad word. It is just one minute distortion from the previous pure version, so that it can express itself with certain limitations, so that it can find and overcome those limitations to find out the expanded version of itself, which is also true for you, beautiful one. You are at a point where you feel this is who you are, and when you expand beyond that, you also not just realize, but you remember and reactivate those parts of yourself. So going back to the version of you that was 7 years old feels significant. What was that part that was there when you were 7 years old, but you've not let it come through in this version of you? Some of you may remember it clearly, and others allow it to be energetically remembered. If it needs to come up for you in physical remembrance, it may come and activate for you over the next couple of days and weeks. That is not necessary for the energetic transmission to complete. Within this activation of who you were when you were 7 years old, this also has multiple layers. That point when you were the earth version of 7 years old in all dimensions and realities, and bringing through the awareness and the gifts of it all, and the power of 7. Because the 52 Shakti Peeth, the 52 different energy centers of the goddess, are also numerologically number 7. that divine number that transcends the physical and reaches the heavens through wisdom and awareness and remembrance. So number 7, in a way, in the awareness of the goddess sitting in the womb, is a number of remembrance. And you, as you are here, are the great master, remembering your mastery. As you remember your mastery, you also become the great master for others who are on the way. And your journey of passing through this liminal space into the tangible space can assist others who are in that transition. Within this story, there are so many stories, and one loving remembrance that no matter how many children the Divine Mother has, her relationship with you is individual and personal, and most definitely the most personal relationship that can ever be. Now, within this personal space, she asks and invites you to pause as you continue to sit in this womb space where the water flows, the stream flows, allowing you to flow with life. She asks you to jump on the stream and allow life to guide you. And her rivers, the cosmic plan, the cosmic direction will guide where you go. And the way to experience this stream is joy. Where joy flows, where your heart opens, where you realize that you're smiling even before you thought about smiling. That's where the divine will flows. This is where divine sacred desire becomes one with divine will. As long as the two are polarized, you will continue to experience a split between what you desire and what you get. As soon as the combination occurs where the divine will starts to coincide and meet your sacred desire, everything starts to balance. This is the part of you that is too afraid to make your desire come true. And the Divine Mother looks into your eyes and says, there is nothing to be afraid. Allow yourself to receive it. Let go of any fear. For the tangible expression is here. Yala shiarana surushuku sarasha'a. So those parts of you that feel afraid, that feel fearful for making your deepest, truest desires come true, surrender them and gift them to the Cosmic Mother. Alashi anasara, alashi anasara. Yashara sulunushuku. As you continue to sit in this cosmic womb, allowing yourself to be cleansed with the cosmic waters that not only remember but also guide the direction of your next move. Know that the next move is always the most simplest thing that you can do. And it generally has to do with something that brings love back to your heart. Nashara, it's often a small act, a small physical expression. Ya nashuru sunushukulasha. First for yourself always. And that expands as love for everyone around you. Gentle act of kindness as you do that for yourself. An invitation for a gentle act of kindness to that person that comes in your mind. And it doesn't even need to be a physical expression. This is still in the liminal realm. So feeling a good thought for this being, wherever you and this person stands in your reality, is all right. A gentle thought of kindness. Yasharasa. Yashara. Be happy. Be in love. And live well. Yashuru sunashuku sarasha. Alana shuku. Know that when you meet somebody that has felt polarizing to you, and when you're able to express love and deep gratitude and kindness to them through thought, that polarity in your expression of tangible life no longer exists. It starts to dissolve and uncreate. This is what it feels like to be in the womb, the cosmic womb. The walls are moist and warm. There's always liquid nutrition, and there is always flow. Yet you are safely not moving, needing to move anywhere as you continue to be in this love. And now, as all the grief, pain, nostalgia, and all broken parallel realities of what could have happened, what if that happened, are being released, you begin to form and grow and multiply from within. Your heart begins to expand from within in the perfect way that aligns with your perfect timeline of your highest joy. As that begins to happen, you are now being invited to gently walk out of this moist, darkish space full of red, gently into just a bit of light. Even that bit of light may feel very stark in the beginning, so take your time. Things outside may feel slightly cold, and that's why take your time. As you continue to acclimatize from the cosmic womb to rebirthing yourself in this next timeline, light is starting to emerge softly, gently. Sparkles begin to appear, and just as flow was guiding your direction within the womb, these sparkles are beginning to guide your direction outside. As you follow these sparkles, you slowly start to rebirth yourself even more. Some people birth themselves upside down, and some people birth themselves head first. There's nothing wrong one way or another. If you had birthed yourself upside down, that is feet first, head later, you may have experienced, and this is not a literal physical sense of this particular birth in your life, it is your cosmic birth. If you had birthed yourself feet first and head later, you may have had times where challenges and walking on challenges was important first to then interpret and gain wisdom. Whereas if you put your head first and then reached out, you received all the nutrition, nourishment, and support that was needed to gradually enhance your wisdom and follow that timeline. So whether you have had a challenging first half or a challenging second half does not matter. Know that the challenge was also an illusion. It was only the search for essence, search for wisdom, search for flow and life and nourishment. And when you are never separate from the Divine Mother, as you live inside the Divine Mother, there is no part that needs to be experienced as a challenge anymore. You can simply go back to remembering that you are the aspect of the Divine Mother through the nutrition that was passed on to the Mother, and she walks and lives, and you live in her that way. You no longer need to now be afraid of anything that you consider challenge, but just enough a challenge to keep yourself interested in life. to keep yourself interested in creating in this reality. Or if there was no circumstantial environmental requirement, your creativity, your creations would not have the appreciation that they deserve. So with this rich and deep, feminine, cosmic love from the Cosmic Mother, step by step, you follow the sparkles. And as you've rebirthed yourself, remember that umbilical cord is never cut. This time around, you're not going to artificially sever your connection through your umbilical cord with the cosmos. Remember that connection is always there. If that connection had weakened in the past, it is now being strengthened with beautiful blood red energy of the Cosmic Mother. And it's being filled with nutrition. Everything that you need to feel nourished from here on is being supplied to you. And this umbilical cord is connected with the Cosmic Mother. Helps you remember you're always outside the womb and within the womb, because this womb of the Cosmic Mother is infinite. As infinite are you. So whenever you're ready, whether you feel you are now walking out from one layer of the womb and into the light following the sparkles, or back within the next layer of the cosmic womb and feeling that you're sitting in the cosmic expansion and nourishment, it is perfect, because we are in the infinity of the infinity of the infinity, a dream within a dream within a dream, a womb within a womb within a womb, life within life within life. Your cells will tell you that's true. So whenever you feel ready, you can slowly return in front of the temple, this ancient forest, which is also a temple because it is sacred. Returning back in front of the tree from where this all started. Walking back into the full expansions, completely filling your soul within your physical body now, not even leaving an atom behind, fully fulfilling that space. You're now stepping into the next timeline, the highest timeline of fulfillment, joy, nourishment, and love, allowing the flow of life to guide your expansions and creation. And whenever you feel ready, you can wiggle your toes, rub your hands, wiggle your fingers, up your eyes. Take your time with love and knowledge that you were never separated from the Mother. Whenever you're ready, slowly open your eyes. So, your cosmic Akashic journey with the Cosmic Mother's womb is now complete. I'll see you in the next one.